Hi, I'm going to try to make this video a little more ASMR, but it's also a follow-up kind of test video for me. This is me petting my dog here, right, Candy? You can't see her, she's tiny, but, well, not tiny actually, she's like a medium-sized dog, but I am going to explain why I'm making this channel a little more, and also just explain one last thing that I noticed after making my last video. That's a cat, that's Henderson. He's up for adoption, and that's Candy being annoyed with Henderson, and this is gonna turn noisy really fast, so if you're looking for a super relaxing video, that's not what this is. Yeah, I know Henderson, okay. So I didn't explain in my last video, my eye, it's great, he's super photobombing. So this is a birthmark. I'm not abused or anything. I was born with this, and it actually used to be really Candy. It actually used to be a lot more, but this is great. I'm sorry. It used to cover a lot more of my eye, but now it diminished, and I usually cover it up to the point that people who don't see me a lot or know me really well don't know that it exists. Yeah, so I don't know if you can hear him purring, but that's Henderson, and I wanted to talk about some of the stuff I do in my life. And when I said before that I rescue animals, that's a volunteer thing I do. I'm vice president for an organization that I'm not going to name because I don't want to give too much personal stuff away, but he is for adoption, and I am currently, sorry if that was loud, I'm currently fostering him, and the foster pets quickly become part of the family until they will hopefully find their own family, because it's a little crowded here. I have two dogs. One's a big white German Shepherd, and the other one's Candy, who I just actually adopted because I fell in love with her, and I have another cat. And then sometimes my dad's girlfriend's dog is over, so it becomes very crowded here because it's only a ranch house, so another part of the reason why I'm making this channel is to try to work on my enunciation, because as you can hear probably, I have a very nasally voice because I'm half Jewish. I have a Jewish nose and Jewish nasal kind of sound, but I used to be a champion public speaker like 10 years ago, so I figured this is a way to take time, and practice enunciation and speaking calmly. I am from the East Coast, so in that time I have picked up East Coast kind of young girl talk, which is talk as fast as you can and don't even enunciate, and like put this kind of sound at the end of your voice, like, you know, so I'm trying to get rid of that. I really kind of hate that I've picked that up. But when in Rome, yeah, so that's part of the reason I'm making this channel, and hopefully it will become more ASMR-y, but this video was supposed to be whispered, and then the second that this happened, I gave up. And I do not know how to edit yet, so I'll be learning that kind of stuff. Yeah. If anyone has comments that are nice, I'll appreciate those. Any criticism, I like constructive criticism. So I know that when you put videos online, you need to be prepared because you're going to receive a lot of criticism, usually of the trolling kind or the just evil kind. But everyone wants to text me right now. But to all of those who want to give me constructive criticism on videos and I don't know, whatever, I do like that. And I, of course, love nice comments or just a hello, how are you kind of thing. If you want me to talk about something in particular, I will absolutely do that. And yeah, I'll show you a little bit about my room behind me. Yeah, this is me. My old room used to have a lot more on the walls, and I had to kind of tone it down into like an area. I have a map with all the national parks that I've been to because I love to travel. I have a couple of paintings that are originals, nature scenes. One's a family member, and one is a famous artist that was passed down to me, and I should know the name of the artist, but I'll look it up later. Um, and then I have all sorts of knickknacks from my life on my bureau. It always looks like that. But I call it organized chaos and or my own kind of chaos. And Henderson's really cute. Say hi. Um, his story is actually, he did have a family. He was adopted as a kitten, and that family, for some reason, thought to just kind of give up on him. And I don't know why, because he's perfect, and they just gave him to a random person instead of returning him to my organization, which is what you're supposed to do. And yeah, that other family just like turned him into a shelter eventually, and he was on death row. Luckily, he's microchipped, so we got a call about him, and we grabbed him about 4 hours before he was going to put down, and he's only 2. Um, I guess what I have to say about working in the world of animal rescue is it makes you really get mad at people. um, it's very disheartening sometimes, but it's nice to know that there's lots of animals like this that we save. So, congrats to all the rescues out there because this year rescues are doing really well um, in kind of having a large effect on the stray population as well as just shelters and loss of unnecessary loss of life lately. I don't know why the light keeps going back and forth. I'm trying to figure out the lighting in my room. Um, as I said, I don't have these skills really. I could probably figure it out, but I have to get up for work in the morning, so yeah. Anyway, now I can ramble clearly. Um, yeah. So if you want to ask me any questions, or if you think this is stupid, just some girl's video diary, that might end up being what this is. So ignore. And maybe no one will follow my channel, but I haven't even come up with a name yet. I like alliteration, so I guarantee it'll be alliteration based. I horseback ride. I love horses. Unfortunately, I don't have money for my own horse, so I ride as much as I can, however I can, whether that's doing stalls or, I don't know, just riding horses that need to be ridden for people. Yeah, I do that, and I'm just gonna see what this lighting is. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of the news. All that's coming to my head right now is stinking Donald Trump and Sarah Palin, and all I have to say about that is if you're a Donald Trump fan and you don't want to hear about someone who doesn't like Donald Trump, don't follow me or watch my videos. I really enjoyed Stephen Colbert's video about Trump and Palin recently, and I loved the Tina Fey SNL skit because Sarah Palin, I'm sorry, lady, but you should have expected that. I hope you did. um, I'm also a firm believer that when it comes to politics, I know that a lot of women right now want a woman in power, as they might say, but I'm a very strong believer that it shouldn't be because hi Candy. It shouldn't be because of your yeah, they're still getting to know each other. Candy. Can you see why I adopted her? Um, but I feel like just because you're a woman isn't a reason I should vote for you. I would love to see a female president, but I think whoever's the best person for the job is who should have the job. Race, color, sexual orientation, gender, alien, I don't know. I'm just rambling. But I get very angry when I hear people say, they're going to vote for the female candidate because she's a woman. I'm like, well, okay, but is she the best person for the job? Like, can you back that up with how good of a leader she'll be? And the same goes for the men. I mean, look at Donald Trump. um, yeah, this is far gone from an ASMR video. But if you find it relaxing, let me know. Yeah, so before I continue into a political rant, Candy and I are going to sign off. Right, Candy? Right? We're going to sign off, and thank you if you watch this, and I do love to communicate, so just nothing really mean, please, or else I'll just literally stop what I'm doing and not put myself through this. Yeah, alright, bye.